Hello everybody and welcome back to the Pokemon 26 channel. Today I've got a special event for you guys. I'm going to be playing through the WWE SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 General Manager mode, and I'm also going to be showing you guys a little bit of like an in-game hack to get like a better roster by the second week. So I'm playing on an old copy of the game on a PlayStation 2 that has everything unlocked for me already. So yeah, this shouldn't be too hard. I'm gonna go through everything with you guys to show you how to do it yourself, and then we're gonna jump right into the General Manager mode. I also plan on bringing you guys some season mode from this game, as well as maybe some 2008. Among other videos. Wrestling videos aren't going to be the only thing on the channel. As you guys have seen before on the channel, I have Pokemon videos. I plan on bringing more Pokemon videos back. I'm actually going to be playing some VGC possibly, and maybe do some fun runs through a Pokemon game, just to have fun. But that's for a later time. If you guys are excited for it though, please be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to help out the channel. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in to our General Manager mode. Yes, we want to delete the last saved game, and we will be drafting a new roster, but we can edit the available roster beforehand. So, as you guys can see, the members of the roster who are turned off, those are considered legends, and we can turn them on later and draft them after the actual draft is completed. I'm going through to make sure there's nobody else that's turned off that really shouldn't be. Seeing Mr. Perfect there is pretty funny. I haven't seen him in a game in forever. Rest in peace to one of the greats. And you know, I'm also actually going to go ahead and turn off, no, not him, Chris Benoit, because he just does not need to be in this game. I don't need him for anything. I need to turn you off, Jillian, although I probably won't be playing as you, because I'm going to pick SmackDown. SmackDown doesn't have a women's title, so they really don't have need for women on the show, per se. Now, if there are women that I want to get later on, I will, just to have some women's matches for some differentiating. But Raw needs most of the women that are on the roster, considering the roster is pretty small anyways, and they have a women's championship that they need to be defending. Whereas I will need to be taking some cruiserweights. So, looks like I can get the first pick. And as the first pick in the 2023 SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 draft here on the Pokemon 26 channel, I'm going to take, I'm going to take Triple H for 1 year. Actually, after they snaked Rey Mysterio, so they snaked the best cruiserweight away from me. That being said, I will be like I said, I will be showing you guys how to get one of the better rosters in the GM mode via a little trick I figured out when I was a kid. That being said, and this is also why you're going to see me sign these guys, a bunch of these guys, to 5-week deals too, because you can just, the way I'm going to make it is so I don't have to worry about contracts as much as I have to worry about actually playing the game and beating the other GM. I'm going to take Batista. They take John Cena. That is fine. My next pick, I want to grab Edge. They take Mick Foley. That is fine. My next pick, I'm going to scoop up Randy Orton. They take Tori Wilson. Okay, so they take their first female roster member. I'm going to grab RVD. They take The Undertaker. The Undertaker went really late in this draft. Alright, so who else do we have? We got Big Show, we got Bobbles, Carlito, Chavo, Chris Masters, Davari, Finley, Gregory Helms, Hardcore Holly, JBL, Joey Mercury, Kane, Kid Cash, Lance Cade. I think I'm going to take Bobby Lashley this round, and if Matt Hardy's still around after this round, he is. So I'm going to take Matt Hardy as my next pick. I'm trying to build up my cruiserweight scene. I want to get at least 4 cruiserweights. The rival team takes Booker T. And as my 4th cruiserweight for now, let's take Johnny Nitro. They take Ric Flair. I'll take Joey Mercury too, because I am going to need some bona fide tag teams. Are they done? Oh no, they took Mr. Kennedy. I thought they finished. I was like, what? Well, you're lying if you didn't think that was Big Show doing the well before his entrance back in the day, by the way. Who else do I want? Let's take Big Mark. They take Carlito. That is fine. No, I do not want to take Jillian Hall. I'll take Kane. They take Trish. I'll take Big Show. I got a lot of big dudes. I'll take Chavo. I'll take Chris Masters. And I think after the 16th slot, I'm going to stop because I'll need to leave some room for what I plan to show you guys. So, 16th slot could be anybody. You know what? Let's take the Shillelagh Wheeling Finley. And then from there, we will continue with the end of the draft. In order to create rivalries, dirty superstars must square off against clean superstars. So we need to have a good balance. So we've got a shitload of dirty superstars here. So let's see, it'll be easier to count how many clean superstars we have, because we have 16. So we know exactly how many of each we need. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 clean superstars. So we just need to change one superstar from dirty to clean. That is okay by me. I will change. How many cruiserweights do I have that are dirty and clean? So Joey and Johnny are both cruiserweights, but they're going to be in the tag division. I've got Shawn Michaels and RVD are clean. Chavo's dirty. And like I said, Johnny and Joey are dirty. You know what? I'll change Edge to clean for now. And that should do it. Alright, and usually when I do these, I leave all the titles vacant, and then I let them get decided at the first pay-per-view. Yeah, alright, so here we are at the desk. And like I said, there's a way to like skirt around everything and pick up some stars and pretty much make your roster the best it can possibly be. One of the ways to do that, we go to our options. So we start out with a blank match card. We'll leave injuries turned on. We'll leave superstar morale turned on. Title on only allows titles to be vacated due to sidelining injuries. Title off allows titles to be vacated freely. I don't feel like I need to vacate titles. Rivalry length is on, so we're going to turn cost off, and we'll leave trades on as well. Turning cost off, I'll turn it back on after I do everything that I need to do, but this is just for now so that I can build the roster the way that I want to get it built. And then after I get the roster built properly, I will in fact go back and turn the cost back on so that the shows actually cost money. But we'll exit there for now. Now we go to our roster. We go to edit available roster. So there are a few legends here, as you guys can see, and the legends in this game are like worth gold. So pretty much what you do, so like I want to keep a couple of the legends, so I'm gonna take The Rock, I'm gonna take Steve Austin, I'm going to take, I would take Mankind, but he's already, the opponent, the rival's already got Mick Foley, so I don't want him. Who else would I like? I would like Eddie Guerrero, and then I will also turn on Hulk Hogan to be a trade. Now, we go to the free agency, and you can see they aren't in here yet. You have to go through the first week before they appear in the free agency. So, with that in mind, we'll go to our first week here. I usually don't put anything on the Velocity show, especially early on, because I don't really have a lot of characters to really work with. So we'll go Batista, and who do I want Batista to face? Batista and Triple H are both faces. We'll have Batista versus Randy Orton as our first big main event. And we'll make it a... Oh, they have first blood matches in here. Man. Just going through this, after not playing the game for so long, it's been years, like 7 or 8 years since I touched it for sure. What kind of match do I... You know what, we'll go hardcore. We'll make that a hardcore match, which is pretty much like today's Falls Count Anywhere. Should have a triple threat match. And it'll be, we're going to put Chavo versus Shawn Michaels versus, who else do I have? RVD. Oh, nope, that's not RVD. RVD. We're going to make that, we'll have a Cruiserweight title match early on, just to gauge things. We'll hype up a new superstar, I guess. We'll hype up Edge. For those that don't know, Edge is my favorite wrestler of all time. And to see him still wrestling to this day is insane to me. After what happened in 2011, I never thought I would see him again. So, to have him back, even if it's in a different scene now, it's still just surreal. And I'm so happy that I get to see the continuation of his career until he finally decides to actually hang the boots up and call it a day. And when that happens, if he would like to, maybe pick up that podcast again where he was, working with Christian, and that was just fantastic. But anyways, we got the Dirty Clean turn. I'm looking through here to see what we've got. The Slander promotion. Interference promotion, send a superstar to the other show to cause trouble. I might do that. Okay. Well, so anyways, everybody signed to a year now. Got a couple of good matches going. Our second promo, I think I'm going to run a Slander promotion to slander the... Okay. So Batista versus Randy Orton is the final match of the night. I know Edge and Triple H are clean. I know Big Show's dirty, Chavo's in a match, Chris Masters is dirty, Finley's dirty, Joey and Johnny are dirty. I don't know if Kane is clean or not. I wish it would say. Whatever. I'll figure it out. I think in the second to last match of the night, I'm going to put Triple H. I'm pretty sure Big Show is dirty. I want to be sure that Big Show is dirty. We'll do a tag team match that'll show Joey Mercury and Johnny Nitro versus, who are two good guys that aren't already in a match? Matt Hardy and Kane? I want to say Kane is... Okay, so I got 2 more matches to book. You know what? Chris Masters versus Finlay. They're both dirty, though. We'll do Bobby Lashley versus Finlay. And to round out the night, we'll have a... You know what? It'll just be another singles match. Edge, you're already in a match, are you not? So if you're not... He's in a promo, but I don't think he's in a match. If he's not in a match, then I'm going to make him hilariously, for this time period, Matt Hardy's tag team partner. And then here, we can do Kane versus... You're not booked, Chavo? Why did I not... Okay, it said you weren't booked, dude. Check your info, bro. Chris Masters. There we go. Cool. Okay, so first card is built. Let's real quick, before we advance, go over the card. We've got a Cruiserweight Cruiserweight Championship triple threat match. Chavo Guerrero versus Rob Van Dam versus Shawn Michaels. Should be a freaking wild match. Kane versus Chris Masters in a one-on-one match. Then we've got a promo showing off our newest superstar, Edge. Following that, we've got Bobby Lashley versus Finlay in a one-on-one match. In a tag team match, we have Edge and Matt Hardy competing against Eminem, aka Joey Mercury and Johnny Nitro. Then we're going to talk some shit about Raw. And then we've got Triple H versus The Big Show, and rounding out the night, we've got Batista versus Randy Orton. That is a pretty good match card, if you ask me. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and simulate this to see who our new Cruiserweight champion. We've got Rob Van Dam. Up next, we've got Kane versus Chris Masters. We'll simulate that. Kane picking up the win over Chris Masters. Bobby Lashley versus Finlay. Simulate. We've got Finlay picking up a big W there over a young Bobby Lashley. Matt Hardy and Edge versus Joey Mercury and Johnny Nitro in a tag team match. Eminem picking up the win. Matt Hardy and Edge showing they could not work well together. Triple H picking up a huge win over The Big Show. And in our main event, we've got Batista versus Randy Orton. I think we'll go ahead and watch this. It is a hardcore match. Let's see who comes out on top, picking up steam heading towards the first pay-per-view, potentially being a contender for the World Heavyweight Champion. Batista making his way to the ring. Big Dave. And his opponent tonight is a former Evolution member, as well, the youngest man to ever hold a World Heavyweight Championship, Mr. Randy Orton. Alright, boys, let's put on a show. Orton going for the... Batista fighting a little dirty here. Randy Orton returning it though with a rake to the eyes. Ooh. I remember when we were kids and these graphics were like the end-all be-all of beautiful. Now we're so spoiled that honestly, today's gamers annoy me. I just wish like we could all appreciate what we've got, because what we came from was this, and we loved it. We loved this shit back then. We still do. We look back on this with great love and compassion. Remember to continue watching to see how we finish setting up the greatest roster for a GM mode playthrough. Like, we're gonna have some major heavy hitters all over SmackDown, ready to go, ready to beat Raw. That's the real. I mean, we're gonna end up giving Raw a legend or two for free. Well, not for free. I'm gonna be taking some of their stars. But that's the price we're gonna have to pay to have such a fantastic roster. Like Raw's gonna end up with Hulk Hogan. I can go ahead and tell you all that right now. And they might end up with Bret Hart if I decide to give it to them. But you'll see how I set it all up, how I make sure that I have the best roster to make this an entertaining and winning season heading towards the end of the WrestleMania year here. Orton DDTing Batista right into the middle of the mat. Now, this is a hardcore match. Randy Orton showing right here, right now, you can use weapons. You can also finish your opponent outside the ring. This is Falls Count Anywhere. For those of you who probably haven't been watching wrestling for a very long time, the Falls Count Anywhere stipulation used to be called the hardcore match. It was hardcore style rules. They changed it to fit with the PG era when they went PG. They didn't want the idea of hardcore to be a thing that they were presenting, so they went with Falls Count Anywhere. And then they had Extreme Rules match, which, by the way, speaking of, I know it wasn't an Extreme Rules match, it was a Last Man Standing match, but that match last night between Shinsuke and Seth at Fastlane was fantastic. Little cut behind the screen there. I'm recording this the day after Fastlane. My only regret, my only wish was that Shinsuke would have picked up the W there, because he really deserves to be a World Heavyweight Champion, as much as he's done for the business as a whole, and as much as he's put other people over in front of him in the WWE over the last few years. I think he deserves at least one world title run before he hangs up his boots and surfs into the sun for the rest of his life, which he's earned. Anyways, back to the match. Batista choking Randy Orton with the sledgehammer now. Orton passing out on the floor after dropping to his knees. Batista with the sledgehammer yet again. I don't know if he hit him or if Orton like perfectly timed a dodge there and got out of the way. Batista now really looking to waylay Randy Orton with that hammer. Orton picking the hammer up himself now. Both men showing off their appreciation for their former mentor's favorite weapon, but neither of them really getting a whole lot of offense in with it. Both of them also well versed in how to avoid sledgehammer offense because of where they came from. Batista now looking to maybe end this. He's got a finisher ready to go. Might need to store it here. Yep, there it is. He stored it. Orton now with a choke of his own with the sledgehammer. Batista now falling to the ground in comedic style, if I might add. Orton picking up the ring bell as well. Oh, he finally whacks Batista right over the face with that sledgehammer. Now he's got the ring bell in hand. Hits him with it again. Orton now poised in a great position here. Oh, he's looking for a weapon under the ring. He's got a steel chair. Let's go. Batista's smacking Orton with the ring bell, but Orton out of nowhere with the RKO. This could be it. 1, 2. Oh, Batista barely at 2.85 kicking out. Holy crap. What an RKO out of nowhere. Orton now trying to work over the limbs of Batista. Maybe make the big man lose a little bit of power in his legs. Make him not able to pick him up for the spine buster, the Batista bomb. Orton now grabbing the steel chair from Batista, but Batista picking up the ring bell. RKO out of nowhere again! Oh my gosh! What a maneuver! 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that had to be it. 2 RKOs completely out of nowhere. Holy crap! What a match! Congrats to Randy Orton making a statement that he wants that World Heavyweight title back. What a match. Alright, well that was the first week, and what a week it was. Randy Orton picking up a huge victory over Dave Batista. I forgot about this. Raw got plus 200,000, and it doesn't tell me until after it tells me Raw's. SmackDown with a 3-star, so Raw won. So it's only going to show because they're taking fans away from me. We both don't gain fans at the same time. Okay. I see why they won. They had a huge championship match. I'm guessing he had a WWE championship match where Mick Foley is the winner and now the new WWE champion. Earlier this week, that Raw show was going to be an abomination and that fans should not bother wasting their time. The statement backfired. Okay, yeah, so literally what happened to WCW happened to me. I talked smack that Mick Foley was going to get a championship win, and then everybody was like, no, for real? Okay. Okay. If you smell what the Rock is cooking, banana, Alright, so you see I'm picking up all the legends I got for free. Because, I'm not trying to pay extra for roster members. But I got them all here. Now, the ones I want to keep, I'm obviously going to keep. But, for the ones I don't want to keep, like Hulk Hogan, I'll trade the Hulkster over here. And I really only want Rey Mysterio right now. Like, having Kurt Angle, John Cena, and Undertaker would be sick. But I would have to delete a few roster members to be able to do that. And, I could. But realistically, this is what I want right now. So they can have Hulkster. Let me see my emails. And the trade is accepted. See what I mean? You hand them. I could have probably asked for 2 people there, but I don't think I had the roster size. So, that's the trick though. And now I have arguably one of the best rosters ever created. I'll turn the cost back on so shows cost money. So I have a little bit of an extra challenge, and it's aside from beating Raw, which is apparently going to be tough. They had a women's championship match. Rey Mysterio got defeated by JBL. He was probably begging to come over here. John Cena finally won the Intercontinental Championship. He's finally a Grand Slam champion, folks. And Mick Foley beating Kurt Angle in a hardcore match. So they had the same idea. Both hardcore matches got 3.5 stars. Alright, well, let's do week 2. And then from here, we'll figure things out. Okay. So actually, to show off some of our new talent, let's go ahead and have a big fatal 4-way match. Randy Orton, the winner of last week's hardcore match, is going to face off against The Rock, who's going to face Triple H, who pinned The Big Show last week, and Stone Cold Steve Austin. And I think we're actually going to go ahead and put the World Heavyweight Championship on the line. It's not in contention for this title. Please book a superstar that's in contention for a title. What the freak do you mean? All of these dudes are top level superstars. Okay, hold on. There's gotta be something I can fix in the settings. My only thought is that maybe Randy isn't in contention for it, so I might just slap the title on him to put him in this Fatal 4-Way. But like, why wouldn't he be in contention for it? So yeah, okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and put it on Orton. I'm also going to change that one setting that allows me to vacate titles at will if I need to, just to be safe. Now let's see if it lets me make this match now. Big Fatal 4-Way. Orton. No, not Batista. Triple H, The Rock, and Steve Austin for the World Heavyweight Championship. See? Orton was the problem. But we make him the World Heavyweight Champion. Maybe he gets a bump. Maybe he gets a bump up. I'm going to go ahead and hook it up with one advertising promo. Do a merchandising sponsorship as our other promo. I always like that's so you guys can see kind of the way my brain works. So I always pick my main event first, and then I do my promos, and then I go to the top and work my way down. It's a little bit of a weird thing I do, but you know, it is what it is. Our show opener. Let's get Joey Mercury and Johnny Nitro back again, and then we're gonna have them face our new pickup, Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero for the Tag Team Championships. You gotta start with a boom, end with a boom. Everything else in between can be kind of middling. I mean, obviously you want to book the best show you can possibly book. We'll book another tag team match. No, Triple H isn't there, never mind. Here we will have Batista going one-on-one and after I get the title set, I will start setting up rivalries. Actually, we're gonna have ourselves a triple threat match here. It's gonna be Batista versus Matt Hardy versus Bobby Lashley. No. Versus Finlay, because Finlay beat Bobby Lashley last week. And this is going to be for the United States Championship. So that way we have all titles set. I usually wait till the first pay-per-view, but the first pay-per-view for SmackDown is 8 weeks away. Instead of being like 4 or 5 weeks away for if I had picked to play Raw. Why not have a fun little bar brawl? We'll have Shawn Michaels. I wish it told me who were heels. We'll have Shawn Michaels versus The Big Show. It's an expensive match, but hey, that's fine. I don't even know if Big Show's good or not. Mark Henry versus Bobby Lashley? That's fine with me, actually. And then we'll have a tables match here. It'll be Chris Masters versus Edge. Alright, so we've got the WWE Tag Team Championships on the line. Joey Mercury and Johnny Nitro versus Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero. Simulate that match. Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero are our first ever WWE Tag Team Champions here on the channel. We've got the United States Championship match. It's going to be Batista versus Finlay versus Matt Hardy in a triple threat. Let's go ahead and simulate that one. Batista is our new United States Champion, picking up a big win after suffering a sad loss last week versus Randy Orton. And we've got a brawl in a bar. That's right. Shawn Michaels was at the bar getting a drink, and Big Show showed up and decided to grab him by the throat and toss him across the bar. And yeah, so they ended up having a huge brawl, but Shawn Michaels super kicking Big Show through a pinball machine and knocking him out for the victory. Up next, we've got Mark Henry versus Bobby Lashley in a one-on-one singles match, and Bobby Lashley picking up a huge victory over the world's strongest man. Up next, we've got Edge versus Chris Masters in a tables match. Edge picking up a big victory over Chris Masters in that match after losing last week in a tag team effort with Matt Hardy. And finally, in a fatal four-way for the World Heavyweight Championship, we've got Randy Orton versus Triple H versus Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Dwayne The Rock Johnson this week. And after this, we will be wrapping up for the day. Randy Orton, who is the pseudo champion right now, who's pretty much just bringing the championship to the ring for this match. Triple H. Stone Cold Steve Austin. And one of his most legendary opponents of all time, if you smell is cooking. The Rock. All Alright, let's get this action underway. Stone Cold immediately looking at The Rock, and Triple H immediately going after his former protege in Randy Orton. All four men would love to come out of this match with the World Heavyweight Championship, and be the top of SmackDown going forward. Randy Orton walking around hitting everybody with a dick kick. Orton's really just going after everybody. He really wants to defend, air quotes, this title that he brought to the ring. But right now, it's anybody's ball game. And what a lineup of superstars to have to face for the championship. We've got The Rock, we've got Stone Cold, two legends of the business. Triple H, a legend in his own right now. Maybe not back in 2007. He was still building his legendary career, but today he is more than definitely a legend. Randy Orton also, by his own right, a legend in the making. Like, as soon as Randy Orton finally decides to completely 100% call it quits, whenever that may be, he will 100% be considered a legend and end up in the Hall of Fame. I just hope that we see him back soon, honestly, because I would love to see him on the screen. Orton just kicking Triple H in the midsection there, over and over again. The Rock and Stone Cold trading blows. Stone Cold actually looked like he phased through The Rock there and smacked the ref in the face as well. What a pile driver. Pretty sure that move isn't completely 100% legal, but oh, Stone Cold hitting a stunner on Orton and then tossing Triple H into the corner. He could pin Orton right here, and that could finish the match. Stone Cold could win, but it looks like he'd rather defend himself from a incoming attack. That would have been a quick victory at only 2 minutes and 30 seconds, but man, Stone Cold showing that Orton is not the only one that's got a stunner, or that's got a finisher that can be hit out of nowhere. Triple H, ooh. And another pile driver. Stone Cold showing no mercy right now. He might be trying to break Randy Orton's neck. Triple H working over The Rock's legs right now, going for a half crab. And really wrenching back on that. I didn't realize there were rope breaks in Fatal 4-Way matches. There aren't any disqualifications, so there shouldn't be rope breaks, but I guess this game has different rules. Both men that have finishers available right now are trying to fight out of situations. Stone Cold able to go ahead and lock his in. Orton with a running bulldog. Oh, I guess it wouldn't have been a bulldog. Ooh! The Rock just knocking Stone Cold Steve Austin right out of his boots. Now he's trying to do the same thing to Orton here, and he does. The Rock is on fire right now. He's trying to heat it up. He is a little bit, looks like he's got some issues with his midsection there, but he is trying to get some momentum behind him to hopefully pick up a W here today. But Triple H putting a stop to that momentum, momentarily at least. Uh-oh, Stone Cold hits a massive stunner, center of the ring. Triple H, oh, but Triple H not yet ready to take the pin. Stone Cold working over The Rock here. All the men seem pretty wore out. Stone Cold may be in the best condition, but RKO out of nowhere. Uh-oh. The Rock might be looking for the people's elbow, but while he's doing that, Orton's trying to set Triple H up for a pin. Orton now with the pin. 1, 2. Oh! The Rock pushed Triple H into the ropes. Holy snacks. Oh boy. This match has gone back and forth and back again. Every member of this roster is vying for this top spot, and these 4 men showing why they are all deservedly a part of it. Part of this main event scene. What's Orton got in mind here? Looks like, oh, he's going back to those kicks to the midsection. Stone Cold now with a big back suplex. But even his ribs right now, not feeling the best. Everybody's just kind of worn down, looking to see who might pick up the victory here. It is anybody's ball game at this point. What a big fireman's carry over the shoulders there. And a big chop block taking The Rock down. Triple H now trying to get some momentum behind him. If anybody loves having that big gold belt wrapped around their waist, especially during this time period, it was Triple H. I swear to God if the ref starts counting. Oh wow, Triple H jumping to the outside of the ring. Momentum has shifted into his and The Rock's favor here. They're having a bit of a stare down. You think The Rock might go for a finish here and try and pick up the victory over Orton. But instead, it looks like he's... Oh, now Triple H has changed his stare to Randy Orton. The Rock back over to him. Uh-oh. The Rock. Looking for the Rock bottom. Oh my goodness, this could be it, folks. He's dragging Orton back to the center of the ring. We've got 1, 2. Oh, Stone Cold breaking it up at the very last second. And Stone Cold giving the two-finger salute to Randy Orton there. I really thought that might have been it there because Orton was dead to rights. But oh boy, Triple H now looking for the pedigree in the corner. All he's got to do is pin Randy Orton. All he's got to do is pin him. Orton back to his feet super quickly there after that punch takedown. Uh-oh, Stone Cold. Oh my goodness, he's stunned I'm pretty sure he's only... No, he stunned Orton first, but he's stunned Triple H a couple of times here. Oh my goodness, Stone Cold picking up a huge victory after The Rock failing to connect to break the pin up. Stone Cold is our new World Heavyweight Champion here on SmackDown on GM Mode SmackDown vs. Raw 2007. That's going to be it for this episode, guys. Thank you again for stopping out. If you did, please be sure to like and subscribe. Stone Cold is now our new World Heavyweight Champion. Thank you all again, and I will see you all in the next video.